It's the best time of the month for me. It's the beginning of the month, and that means the car manufacturers have started to communicate their sales figures from the previous month, which was August. And the first to do it was Hyundai and Kia. And Kia, here they are saying, hey, we're crushing the market. We have just outsold any other month in the United States all time. Yes. Kia just broke an all-time sales record, while big brother Hyundai also just broke an all-time August record. And Hyundai's been up 11 months in a row. Hyundai's on pace to have the best year ever in the United States. I would assume Kia as well. Today, we're going to talk about Hyundai and Kia, but make sure you are subscribed. And if you're enjoying this content, of course, like it. But make sure you subscribe because Hyundai and Kia are the first to communicate their information from August. We still have Honda, Mazda, Toyota, Subaru, probably some others in there that we're going to go over. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell icon. I would appreciate it massively. But if you like this will help you out as well so you don't miss up on my sales updates. But we're going to start actually with Kia because Kia is the first one to communicate their numbers this past month. Okay, we have numbers from Hyundai, but not quite as juicy numbers as I would like, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But here's Kia. Highest monthly sales in company history. And I just looked this up. Look at Nissan sales in August of 2024. I don't have Nissan sales for 2025, but look, Nissan's US sales were about 72,000 units. Look where Kia is. Kia's at 82,000 units. They're over 10,000 units past of where Nissan was last year. Kia has passed Nissan in the United States. More than likely, again, I don't have Nissan's numbers this month or this past month of August, but it is absolutely insane what Kia is doing right now. And if you combine Hyundai and Kia together, they're smoking Honda. Let that sink in. Last August, Honda sold less than 130,000 units and Hyundai and Kia combined are about 170,000 units. All right, so let's get into these juicy sales here. Year to date, up about 9% for Kia. Their fleet sales have gone down. The retail sales have gone up, which is good for making money and profitability. EV9 and Sportage achieved best ever monthly sales. Now, the EV9 is up because EV tax credits ending. But if we go down to the bottom, if we look at EV9, it's still down about 4,000 units on the year. So it's kind of artificially being pumped right now. And then after September, don't be surprised if you see EV9 sales plummet. Speaking of EV9, I'm driving its brother this week, the Hyundai Ioniq 9, and I just took my kids to school, and I'm impressed. I'll just say that. They're very good EVs. I've driven the EV9 in the past. It's a very good EV. If we go to gas models, well, including a hybrid here, Kia Carnival, minivan sales continue to skyrocket. The Carnival's up about 50% this year. The month, it was only up 29%, a little bit more reasonable. Minivan, sliding doors, lots of cargo space, good tech. The Carnival hybrid, I saw about 35 miles per gallon on it. Carnival, great buy in today's market. Well done, Kia. Thank you for continuing to bring the Carnival into the United States. Telluride, even though it's on the current generation and the new Palisade is outselling it. We'll get to that here in a little bit, but the Telluride, big 3-row crossover. It's made in, West Point, Georgia. The Telluride is made so it avoids the brunt of tariffs. If you look at the Palisade is made in Korea. So Kia has an advantage, cost advantage here over its sibling, the Palisade. But back to Kia sales. The Sportage up 19%. K5, who says sedans are dead? It's up 13%. EV9, we already talked about that, but I'm going to skip right to the bottom where they have the sales. All right, EV9 down 4,000 units on the year. Had a good month, right? EV sales are okay right now. EV6 down about 5,000 units on the year. It is actually down on the month. Surprisingly, I thought it would be up on the month. Kia K4. People need affordable vehicles. The K4 is fantastic. Really good car for the money. Really good deal. K4 has sold almost 100,000 units so far this year. Really, really good. It was actually down on the month, but I think it's just kind of capped at this point in terms of sales volume and production volume. K5 up 800 units on the month. It's doubled up year over year though. The K5 has doubled its sales versus last year. Kia Soul, last year of its sales, it is being discontinued this year, and it is at about a wash versus last year. Niro, I think the Niro's just kept around for now. I think they will kill it. But once the Seltos gets a redesign and a hybrid, I don't know if the Niro will stick around, at least for the United States anymore. And the Seltos could have that hybrid, plug-in hybrid, etc. All right, Sportage. Look at this thing. Absolutely crushing. Up 12,000 units for the year. Up 3,000 units for the month. I mean, this thing is printing money for them, absolutely. If we look at Sportage hybrids, you guys, you can get a Sportage hybrid for less than $26,000. That's less than a compact, or should I say subcompact crossover hybrid in the Corolla Cross. 25 grand. Look how big this thing is. 40-ish miles per gallon front wheel drive. Really, really good buy. One of the best hybrid buys on the market, in my opinion. Sorento, up 5,000 units this year. And it is actually down on the month. But the Sorrento's, you know, it needs to get a redesign because the Santa Fe's already had a redesign. I feel like the Santa Fe is at least a half or if not a full generation ahead of the Sorrento. But the Sorrento's still selling well. Telluride, again, up 11,000 units on the year. Absolutely crushing it. Carnival, long-live minivans. All right, but we're going to head over to Hyundai real quick. Hyundai Genesis also breaking all-time August sales records. Volume rose 12%. So Kia set an all-time monthly record, regardless of August or not. Okay, they're up about 10%, right? Hyundai's up 12% on the month. All-time best August for them. 11 straight monthly gain. Palisade, the new Palisade on the market, has contributed to massive sales. Sales are up 39%. They sold 15,000 in the month. If we go back to Kia, the Telluride sold 12,000. So the new Palisade outsold it by about 3,500 units. The Telluride has sold 84,000 units this year. I don't think I have full year units on the Palisade quite yet. Hyundai is supposed to communicate this information today, so they just haven't posted it yet. So I'm using Automotive News as behind the scenes sales figures. But the Palisade, as we go back, I reviewed this car this year already, at least in an initial impression. I really want to test it out with kids to find if it has any weaknesses. But we're going to look at Palisades in my area to see what kind of availability. 815, that's a lot. The old designs are getting a $5,000 discount, $4,000 to $5,000 discount. That's fantastic. The new ones are also the $3,000 discount. $3,000 discount on the new ones. So guys, great deals to be had on the Palisade. Tells you the market's cooling down, but Hyundai still just doing really, really well with the new Palisade. And wait for the hybrid to come out. The hybrid is going to really, really mess things up for its competition. There's no Honda Pilot hybrid yet. The Grand Highlander hybrid was just too expensive and really hard to get. So I cannot wait for this vehicle and the hybrid to launch this fall. Genesis posted its best August ever, sales rising 7% to about 8,000 vehicles, 8,000 units. I looked at Acura sales for last month, okay, in July, and let's assume they're going to be close to that. They're getting close. We know that they passed Infiniti a long time ago, Genesis. But Genesis is clawing, slowly getting to Acura levels because Acura, their core models keep shrinking. These sales numbers of them being up a little bit year to date are on the backs of the new ADX and the fully electric ZDX. And who knows what ZDX sales are going to look like after tax credit is gone. All right. So either they're getting close. Genesis is. Now, the overall market is going to be up about, at best, 4%. In the month of August. And Hyundai and Kia, on average, are about 11% up. They're absolutely nailing it. But stay tuned, guys. That's all I have for now. I will get more sales data in for this past month as the day goes on. Hopefully, my voice can hold up. I cannot wait to share it with you. This is, like I said, one of the most exciting times of the month for me. It happens every month. We get a new set of sales data trickling in. It tickles my fancy. So if you guys enjoy that, I'll see you in the next one and have a great day.